Here's Daniel.
Today's title is If the Distance Relationship Has Sense.
Dun, dun, dun.
So we were thinking what in our case was like must have, what we need to do to say, okay, we can handle distance being in relationship.
Yeah.
And also we have some suggestion what could not work, but in our cases it didn't happen. We'll start from must have. So what is it?
The first one, and we believe that is one of the most important thing, is always to have the next date when you are going to see each other again in person. This is really important because distant relationship is hard with a lot of uncertainty and with a lot of emotions. And everything can be crazy without at least hope that I'm going to see her in 4 months, 3 months, 6 months, whatever. It's always nice to have clear in which stage we are going to see each other again.
It helps you to be a little bit calmer with your mind because you feel more secure. Okay, it's 2 weeks more to see him, or it's 1 month more to see him. We start this count that, okay, 30 days left.
Well, the suggestion number one is to keep a constant contact. In our case, Olivia lives in Europe, I live in Colombia, so we have different time zones. So the problem is that you don't want that your partner miss you all the day without any contact, because also it's really hard. So what we always do is at least book 1 hour per day just to know how was the day, talk things that happened that maybe your partner could be
To
involved.
video call is also important to see each other like in real time. We send during a day a lot of text messages, a lot of videos, pictures. That is important too, but the real conversation is our daily must-have.
For example, something that we used to with Olivia is that when I'm sleeping or she's sleeping, we continue sending things like image messages, because it's the best way to tell to your partner that, hey, I'm thinking about you, also if you can answer me. And that's something that when you see all the messages in your phone, or maybe, I don't know, with some reels in Instagram, you feel that I am with her.
This form of communication, to write, to talk a lot, is technically your only way to develop your relationship.
Yeah.
So without it, you're going to stuck, or you're going to decrease feelings. Don't feel that you're with your partner.
Because many couples, as we do, for example, being in person, is demonstrate love through kisses, hugs, quality time in person, but in distance you can't. So you need to demonstrate to your partner like, hey, also if I am not there, I am with you. And look, we can have communication, we can express how everything is, and I care how you feel, what is happening in your life, also if I'm miles far away.
The third thing that came to our minds was to have a clear image, you as a couple in the future, and do all those things that are necessary to be together at the end as fast as possible, depends on your situation. For example, being on distance relationship but without idea, I could say declaration that at the end we want to be together, so one of us move to other city or other country, or we both move somewhere, or we are searching a job somewhere. So you need to have a little bit structurized your idea where you see each other with your couple in the future.
So you need to think like a team and say like, okay, if we want to be together, which things we need to do to make it happen.
Yeah, in our case, since the beginning, we had this hard conversation like, hey, do you consider to move to Colombia? Do you consider to move to Europe? We talk about it, what kind of options we have. And of course, until it happened, a lot of things could change, but at least we both know what is our goal right now. And
we are working on it.
We are working on our common goal, because imagine that you're in a long distance relationship and it's nice to travel around the world and everything, but at the end both of you doesn't want to move, doesn't want to change the life that you have right now, then you're going to have distance relationship forever. I don't think people want to suffer in that way.
Also, it's
involuntary.
Also, it's unfair. I mean, if distant relationship is hard enough, to don't try to make the things clear. If you don't want to move, if you know that it's hard, if you don't want to live the life that you have already, it's also fine. I mean, I think that in that case, you need to be, first of all, clear with your ideas, clear with what you want, and have confidence.
Okay, so we have the next point that is like when distance relationship doesn't have sense, and fluently we can skip to that part.
One of them is don't have engagement from both sides. Or you feel that your partner is the only person that is pushing the relationship, or you are tired, or a lot of situations that could happen. Talk with your partner, because one important thing is the confidence and that both are really together in this work.
For example, you don't do a lot of from your side, then distance relationship for sure is going to verify very, very fast that the difference between being involved in the relationship is going to be huge. Being on distance relationship, you need to put 100, 200% of each other.
You need to be like a balance. Like, okay, sometimes you are giving more, sometimes you are giving more, but at the end we are clear. Exactly, we are like
both
like a unity. So yeah, we are bros.
No, again. We need to practice. So we prepared the last thing that we believe with that could be hard to have distance relationship is doesn't have trust to your partner, or from other side doesn't give that trust or peace to your partner, because you don't know 99% time of the time what your partner is doing if he doesn't tell you. So what you can do is to trust him, have 100% trust that the things that he is doing right now are fine for you, that he's safe, she's safe, and everything works well. From the other side, to don't give someone that calmness, that peace. That example, honey, I go with my colleagues. I'll come back at 10, and I come back home, or
yeah, I think
I'm doing that or that. It's not like a control, but just to get this peace.
It's like a produce that confidence. For sure, that I think that this is not only in distance relationship that you need to make your partner confidence and try to always say the trust, but in distance it's also important that you give more information.
It's
also
more
that is
highlighted.
more required, because imagine that you go with your colleagues or go to party or something, and you are lost for 1 day or 2 days,
and you don't give any
Exactly.
message.
And
How you would
probably-
feel when you can't go to this place and check or call and you don't receive answer. That's terrible.
So you need to give also more information that, hey, everything is fine, I am here, or I am, and it's not something like a toxic behavior or control. It's more like, hey, everything is fine, I am doing this or this, so be calm. And I am going to call you maybe when I can. Or for example, something that I do, I really like electronic musics, and I really like to go to festival with my friends. But always after one party, when I arrive home,
He
I call
disappeared for one
Olivia.
day.
I call Olivia always, because it's like she's sleeping or she already awake. So it's like that kind of calmness. And I send a lot of pictures. She sends a lot of pictures when she, for example, is with her friends. So that's the kind of calmness that you need to generate. And I think
he calls from a club.
Yeah, like, honey, I'm drunk.
And then
I made
and then I ask him to put the camera and show with who he is.
And I am always with Jesus. Try to have the confidence with your partner and generate behaviors that also give peace to your partner.
Distance relation itself is very hard and it's emotional roller coaster. So at least what you can do is to be honest and give the best from yourself. If you think that this relationship is worth it, then don't put from your side more worries, more constraints. It is already hard, so do your best.
You need to be really sure that you really want to be in the distance relationship, because it demands a lot of energy, it demands a lot of emotion and patience for sure. But if you do the things and the things with your partner are really, really nice, how natural it is, what is the flow of the relationship, is totally worth it. So with Olivia, we hope these suggestions work also for you. If you have another suggestion, just write it down.
Yeah, we have a lot of, but I think
now,
it's
this is
too much.
Yeah.
Too much for one video. We really like to share our opinions.
For sure,
and
they are
our
not the only
experience.
opinions. Isn't that
our
right?
2 years experience
Yeah.
in distance relationships, and to say goodbye, also goodbye between us, because Dani is leaving tomorrow. So again, we start
The distance.
the
again.
less pleasant cycle of the relationship.
But we have the hope that everything is going to be fine as it was the last 2 times. So yeah.
Yeah.
So see you next video, guys. I'm yours. And
See you.
everyone behind the cell phone.
Ciao.
Dobranoc. Bye. Cheers, cheers, cheers.